Hi everyone, it's Lynette with Grammy Crochet. Today is, oh gosh, I still don't know the date. oh wait, I do know. Today is July 14th because tomorrow is the hashtag Christmas in July Fairies day that we draw our fairy winners. So yay, I did know the date. So that being said, make sure you have subscribed to everybody. There's over 170 of us. I hope that you win. All of you. I don't know how that could be, but that would be really awesome. You can't happen, but I could dream, right? So make sure you are, commented and subscribed to all of the fairies, all 170 of them, because you could be winning like 170 plus prizes. So sometime around this time tomorrow, I will be drawing mine, and it'll be a very short video. The videos hopefully will all be very short. It'll just be, here's the winner, contact me, go. But that's not what this video was about. It was just how I remembered what the date is. So yesterday, one of my wonderful subscribers, I love all of my subscribers, and I want to thank you all for being subscribers, for watching, sharing, liking, commenting. If you're new, double thank you for coming and even coming back. And if you're old, well, you guys know I love you. And I don't mean old as an age. You know that, right? I mean old as in you've been around for my year of videos. Anyway, I got happy mail yesterday. I was out and about, and I went to the post office box, and I got a present. I don't know what it is, but it is from my friend Peggy, who I had lunch with last month before vacation, and I have not peeked. I opened part of the sides, but not the top, and I don't want to show you because her address and all that is on there. So I want to see what's in, and I thought that we could share, and I want to sneak peek first. I'm not like Laura that lets you peek first, because what if it's something I really don't want you to see? I don't think Peggy would send me something that you can't see, but you never know. Oh, oh, Peggy. Well, so I knew I was going to get this. Look at this. This is a rose Scrubby. And look, it has a little handle so you can scrubby. Isn't that adorable? Peggy told me that this was coming. She sent me a little note thanking us for meeting together. I appreciated it too. I had a great time. And when you come back, we will meet again. And I totally love it. And it's purple. And you guys know that's my favorite color. I love it. You don't want to put it. It's not scarfable yarn. Well, you guys knew that, right? Oh, and then another Scrubby. This one's made out of that other, not the sparkly. This one's a lot more scrubby. You know what I mean? Wait, I got candy in here. Hold on, guys. There's candy in here. Oh, look at that. Isn't that the cutest? Oh my gosh, my grandkids would totally get a kick out of that being on the tree. Peggy, you're going to have to let me know where you got the patterns for these. Like, are they tutorials on YouTube? Oh, I got two. I love the bright green too. Look, red and green. I totally love it. Those are awesome. Boy, she's just shoved this thing full. Look at this Scrubby dishcloth. Isn't that adorable? Oh man, my dishes aren't going to know what's going on there. I think I would use this more like a trivet because it's so big and fluffy. But it's got this like scrubby yarn on it, but I think I like it as a trivet. It's so pretty. So pretty. What else? What else? Oh, purple wash rag. I love a purple. And it's hangable. the purple stuff is definitely going to the camper because I trimmed the camper in purple. I mean, I try to. And a face washcloth, I bet, because it doesn't have a hangy. So I'm going to assume this one's a face washcloth. I love cotton washcloths for my face. And another one. Ah, Peggy, you didn't have to do that, but I love these. Why, thank you so much, Peggy. She did tell me that she was going to send me the Scrubby. I want it because it's sparkly and purple. I want it to be squished, snuggable, but don't snuggle. It's not snuggable. Thank you so much, Peggy. I really, really appreciate it. They are beautiful. I love every one of them. These are definitely, but I want to keep this one in my house so I can have it every day. Dilemmas. I love them, and I need to be able to make these. How cute would these be? Particularly at Christmas time. Miss Dana, if you are watching this, wouldn't these be perfect for the new project you're starting? To bring Dana from Wonderlust Crochet. And Dana, is this open to everyone? I don't want to talk out of turn. So I hope you watch this. I'm gonna email you or text you and tell you to watch this. And if I get permission, then we'll talk about that in the next video, okay? Because I need this pattern, Peggy. And I don't know. I think it's probably open to everyone, but I don't want to talk out of turn because it's not my project. So, but these would be awesome for that. I love it. I totally love that. So that's my happy mail. And so this is going to be just a little bit longer than that. I was out shopping. I went to Walmart, not because I needed yarn. And Walmart is not my favorite store to go to. But if I'm there, I'm going to look at the yarn. So let's go with that. I mean, who goes into a store, that has yarn and doesn't look at the yarn? I mean, I can't. It's like, really, I can't. I'm an addict. I'm an addict. With my job, I work with people that are addicted. I have my own addictions, so that's why I can recognize theirs. Mine is yarn. So I went particularly yarn on clearance. I mean, there's no possible way to pass that up unless you really don't like the yarn. So this is what I was at Walmart. I was looking for a filter for the camper, which they did not have. And I tried to go to 2 different Walmarts because I know that they have yarn on clearance, and I'm thinking that would be awesome. I'm gonna be at Sam's Club. There's a Walmart right next door. That Walmart had a line like 50 people deep to get in. I'm like, are you kidding me? No. So I did not go to that Walmart, and I might have passed up some good yarn. But I did go to the next closest Walmart. No line to get in, and not very much yarn. Not on clearance, and not very much in their aisles either. But they did have a few things that I picked up. And they had a few things that I left because I just didn't want it. They had that like fake fur that's like a number 7 jumbo width. And they show blankets, like they make blankets out of it. They had that on clearance. I don't remember the price. I didn't want that. So I didn't buy it, and I didn't look real hard at it. But I did get this. This is Hometown, which I think is the same as Hometown USA. I have some, I believe, in this color. It's called Anchorage Ice. So I bought an extra one. They only had one. It was $1. And I figured it's got wool in it. And no, Hometown does not have wool in it. It's only 64 yards. And it's 100% acrylic. And I don't know if you can make that cowl out of one. I mean, it's only 64 yards, but I have more. And it's a number, I think it's a number 5 or 6. That little, it's a 6. No, it says 2 skeins to make a hat. But I think I have like 6 skeins of this already. So I could make something bigger. And this color is called Anchorage. Anchorage Ice. So I bought that one. It's just black and white. And it was $1, so that's why I bought it. Then I bought, and this was not on clearance. But I've never bought the color Happy in the mandalas. It's my first Happy ever to buy. And I saw it there and I bought it. It's my first one. Who would think? I know, right? Then I bought, because I've never purchased this kind of yarn before, and it was on clearance in a barf bag. And I thought, what the heck? Because it's regular $9 and they had it on clearance for $2, but you had to unbarf it. So I spent after dinner yesterday before bedtime unbarfing this yarn. I thought this yarn was like Premier's Parfait, but it is not. This is like the Luxe. There's no label. It's like I think it's called Luxe, and I think it's Lion brand. But it's like that retro velvet yarn, which I have never purchased. And normally I don't even like colors that are like gray and black. But when you look at this, you can see that it's light to dark grays to black. And seeing it in the bag all not caked up, I'm like, oh my God, that is so pretty. And it's a lot. My yarn ball winder, like I was touching the metal thing on the yarn ball winder, and I still had this much more to go. And this part was in a really big, huge knot. That took a long time. That took no time. That took a while. And I was really tempted to cut it. But I didn't, because I'm like, this is so nice. And I know several people that would, including even myself, which is really surprising. Like I said, I'm usually not into the blacks and charcoal gray, gray and all that. But this yarn is so pretty. I couldn't pass it up for $2 and a little bit of work. I'm like, okay, I can do that. So I did. And I'm going to have to make something soon, or it's going to become a big, huge mess all over again. And I don't want to undo the mess. But I can't decide. I don't know how many yards are in it. It's a lot more yardage than what I thought it was going to be, or at least it takes up a lot more space. It's definitely a lot more yardage than this 64. And I don't know if it's a 5 or a 6. But I'm thinking that would be such a wonderful cowl. And I'm like, just to wear inside your coat or a hat and put a brooch on, like a simple, just like beanie style with a big gray or white and diamondy, broochy kind of thing would be gorgeous. And I can't decide. Cowl to be all warm and cozy. Ever since menopause, I don't generally like warm and cozy. So I don't know. But I also think that I have a daughter and maybe a couple of daughter-in-laws that would really find that very warm and fun to have as well. So something will come of that soon. As a matter of fact, this box that Peggy sent it in is probably a very, very good. Oh, that's going to hold that really nice. Thanks, Peggy. Now I have another use for that. Recycle, right? So yesterday in my video, I showed you that I got these. It's called a Lucet. Lucet. That's what people were calling it in my comments. And Tracy from Crochet Rosetti today, or last night, I don't know. I go to bed at 8 on days that I work the next day. So I don't know what time it actually posted. But I think I was in bed. But I saw it this morning. She posted a how to use this tutorial. And it's really similar to using a loom. This part you don't need. You just wind. And I will link her tutorial to the bottom if you ever had one of these, but you do make a little rope out of it. And so I'm very excited to know how to do that. Now I need to make something that I need a rope with. So that's that. And I wanted to follow up on the belly to Rudolph. I just thought I would show her face. Hi. I did get the belly done. There were several people that commented on, and I didn't do the right type of fasten off on it because I don't quite understand that so well. But I had several people commenting, giving me what the start off means that I didn't understand, and I appreciate that. So I did get it to, I'm just going to hide that in there. I don't know. Her finish would probably have given me a smoother finish, and maybe I can do something to fix that a little bit better. But anyway, I got the belly made, and for those of you who have never done an amigurumi because you're afraid, like I've been crocheting a couple of years and I see all these really cute amigurumis and I've always been afraid to do them too. This pattern really is not hard to read. I am not a pattern reader. We all know that. And this is the first time I've ever, I think, used a pattern all by myself without following a tutorial that has the pattern with it. Terry from the YarnJoy podcast is doing a tips tutorial on how to make this. She's not going through stitch by stitch and telling you how to make it. She's making a head before us and then coming back and saying, okay, so when I did this, this is how you do that. She did do the, and she's doing like pieces, parts as she goes along. So like the first week it was putting the head, doing the head. And then I think the next week was tips on doing the antlers and the ears. And this week's video, she's telling us how to assemble the head and the belly. So just like my wonderful friend Julie said, my knit crate pins will come in very handy. So I will also link one of the first podcast on Dash from YarnJoy from Terry. I'll link that in the bottom. So tonight's project is, after this video is over, I'm going to start assembling. I'm so excited to do that. So I'll let you know how that goes for me. It looks like that's going to be the hardest part of this whole thing is figuring out what the chain 5 colon thing meant. That meant skip that part. That's the gist I got out of from the things. I did work on it last night and I'm like, I'm just going to skip that part. And then I saw several comments today saying, basically, you just skip that part. Like, okay, I could do that. And I did. So anyway, it turned out pretty good, I think. And we're just going to use pins and put it together. So when it's together, I will let you guys know how well that worked or did not work out for me. If you don't see Dash partially assembled or maybe fully assembled the next time you see him, that means it didn't work out so well. What's up, Lace? Lacey wants some petting. So that's what I have for you today. This was going to be a quick video and I'm already 19 minutes. Gosh, I have just learned to chatter. So this is Charm Chatter 71, if I didn't say that before. Tomorrow will be a very, very quick video. Seeing me 3 times in 3 days. Oh my goodness gracious. Maybe 4 times, because if Dash comes together, then I will do a separate from the fairies video. I will do a separate one to show you, just so you can see. But if you guys were thinking about doing a Dash, the crocheting part of him, very simple. She does tell you how many stitches are in each row. And the one thing, I've always had a hard time crocheting in the round because I get lost. Even with the stitch marker, I always get lost. I don't know why. But with this pattern, you put your stitch marker in the last stitch, not the first stitch. And I had no problem. So I don't know if my brain works backwards or what, but I put it in the last stitch, and I did, this is crocheted in the round, this is crocheted in the round. All of this stuff, everything was crocheted in the round. And I did not have any trouble, his legs, everything. And I did not get lost one time and not know where I was. I was very, very impressed with that little tip. So I don't know if that would help everybody else. Oh, and for those of you that couldn't figure out or didn't look or really maybe don't even care, one thing about crocheting this is make sure that you're crocheting the front ways. So I made the face. You start here and with the nose, and then you work into this, and then you do this little back loop stitch here, and then you add on the different color brown here. And if you look really close, I crocheted him the wrong direction. It's inside out. Don't tell anybody. I figured everybody that I know that would get a really up close personal look at this would not know the difference. So I left him. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do Clarice. And when I do Clarice, I will try really hard to make sure that I don't make her head inside out. But Rudolph's head is really inside out. It should, if you look at this side, you could probably tell better. The right way, the wrong way. I was crocheting and I'm like, God, this is not as easy as I thought. I thought it was because of the darker color of the yarn. And after I had it done, I looked at him and I'm like, well, you goofball. I was crocheting with his face out, where, you always crochet with the right side towards you, right? Yeah, dummy. But it's not, if you guys didn't notice it, it's not that noticeable. So away we go. We're going to put his body on his head, or his head on his body today. Say bye-bye. That's all I got for you today. See you tomorrow with the fairies and maybe a dash. Bye.